Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good evening. Welcome to
The Matty channel.
Yes, now you're on part 4 of 5 videos now. It's good that you made it to this video. One more left. We've gone through quality time,
Physical touch.
acts of service, and
now we're on words of affirmation.
Yes, so if you haven't seen those videos, the links are in the bio, but we will continue on about the meaning of words and within a relationship.
So words of affirmation, how we communicate this is by being encouraging, active listening, affirming, being appreciative.
Yeah, words are very important, especially in our first year of marriage and in relationships in the whole, because certain words may be meaningful for you, but then your partner might not get it. So if I say, like, some people might just say, oh yeah, that looks good. But for a lady, if you say that looks good, in their head they're just like, wow, he really appreciates me, like I feel good, and that carries her throughout that day. But on me, if I say you look good, like 5 minutes later I might forget about that moment. So even though I still care, but men are wired differently. But does that make sense? It's kind of like words are very important, and it means a lot, especially to women.
Like, it makes you feel like good. Like, it makes you feel like, or like if you made dinner and it's like, I'm really thankful for that dinner. Like, just it could be little things, like just speaking words over your part. Like, let's get into the actions, like how you actions of it. So, for example, unexpected texts, unexpected letters, unexpected poems, handwritten letters, I don't know, notes, cards, all those things. That's the type of person I am towards my husband. Like, even before we was married, I used to send him random poems because I love poetry. I used to write him like handwritten things because I love handwriting. I used to make him cards, and I still do to this day. And handwritten notes as well. It's
like if you go to my birthday vlog, you would see something that Samantha created for me. I think it's in the first 2-3 minutes. But yeah, it shows how creative my wife is. But carry on.
But it's the like meaning behind it is. It speaks words to you because it was something, when you look at it, you'll see, but it was something that brought him back to his childhood, basically. So, like, do things for speak words over your spouse that is meaningful, basically. Also, like, throughout the day, give compliments, emotional support when they need you, like, speak to them about life.
That's especially in our day and age, like, people are very, like, there's so much pressure of work, family, environment, what's on the news, life. There's a lot of pressure that kind of being put on ourselves, like we absorb it, and showing that emotional support can really help in many different ways.
Like, even in your marriage, like even in our marriage, sometimes, like, I like to sit down and talk to Lee about like how he's feeling or how I'm feeling. Like, that might be not the way Lee likes to be wired, but that's how I need to know how he's feeling. Like, I want to know if he's feeling appreciated, if he's feeling loved, like, and that's like words of affirmation to me, because then if I realise that he's not feeling loved in this area, we can talk about it, and maybe I can compliment him more, maybe I can like show him a bit more affection, do you know what I mean? So it's good to do that.
Yeah, like if Samantha's having a hard day at work, or even a good day at work, but Samantha wants to improve in a different way, words of affirmation could be like sitting down with Samantha and saying, okay, let me actually dive into your type of aspirations, your career, like what do you actually want to do? And I could maybe look for courses or different things that can accelerate her career progression, things like that. So it shows support, you're communicating, you're showing words of affirmation, understanding, open-mindedness and things like that. So that's a good thing.
Also, you and your spouse are on the same team, and sometimes we do forget that, and that's how arguments happen, because you forget you're on the same team. It's like you're almost at a point where you're sort of competing in some areas, and you have to stop and be like, why? This is my husband. Like,
sometimes
I'm fighting.
Like, sometimes when we argue, like, I'll just start just laughing, like, but it kind of winds me up sometimes. She thinks I'm doing it on purpose, but sometimes I'm like, this is like, why are you even arguing over a remote, or like, why are you arguing over?
We never argue.
No, I'm just saying that for example, like, it's like things that doesn't make sense.
It's in our
And so I remember one time we had an argument. I was like, Samantha, do you remember why we're arguing? Like, why are you angry? And she She couldn't remember. Remember?
Yeah, but
She
like,
didn't even remember why she was angry with me. And I was like, why are you angry? Because I'm a bit confused what I done. And she can't remember.
yeah, but we're on the same team, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got to speak life over your partner. You've got to be that one bigging your partner up. You've got to, you know, when they've got an idea about, you know, I don't know, a business idea or something, you've got to be there to support them. Like, tell them whether it's good or bad. Like, don't be afraid.
Honest.
Like, if it's rubbish, say, babe, it's not gonna work. Like,
Yeah.
but then sometimes it may work and you might be putting them down. But you need to speak positivity into your partner's life. Pray over your partner. Like, speak life. Speak words from the Bible, the scriptures. Like, tell him what God believes he is. Do you get what I mean? Like, you need to speak life. So that's really important.
One thing would be, the way I could only explain it is that if you put like a playlist together, hear me out, this is for words affirmation, right? So you might be at a certain place at a certain time in your relationship, right? And you could be at like a dinner somewhere, you hear a certain lyric in a song. Those words can mean a lot to that person. So what you could do, you could put like a playlist of different songs that are similar and different memories of those type of songs and put it in a playlist. And those words can really settle home for them, like settle down in their heart, if that makes sense. So like those words, so we're talking about words affirmation here. It will go through past the cracks in the wall, go past through everything. And yeah, little things, what we found out in our relationship is that little things make a big difference.
Yeah.
Like doors swing on small hinges. So going on with like all these type of words, affirmation, things like that, you can't just go blasé, say, oh, you're right, and just walk off.
Yeah, that ties into active listening as well, in terms of, like, for example, if I'm talking to Lee, like, I want to know that he's actually listening to me. Like, if he's just doing something else and kind of, like, I'm talking and it's like, oh, okay, one-liners. It's a bit like, I've spoken for this amount and my husband's given me this. Like, I feel like as men and women, we are kind of wired a bit differently. Well, we are. But like, I would give him the paragraph and he'll give me this, and I'm like, has he listened to what I said? Like, what's in this brain that he's not, you know, why can't he give me that? And that's another thing that as a husband and wife, we've got to kind of be considerate of.
You have to meet in the middle ground.
Yeah, so for example, if you know that, you know, I've spoken a lot, or maybe I've finished a point, I'm about to go on to another, speak on that point first. But don't give me one-liners, because I'm not going to receive that. You know what I mean? Maybe, but you don't need to bring a big paragraph, but maybe just give me a little bit more so I know, okay, he's understanding. And
He's just talking to me, guys, not no one else.
Maybe, but you might go through that situation, so I'm talking to him. So, like, yeah. So things to avoid is speaking negative towards your spouse, basically. Not apologising, just doing things like speaking out of turn and just being rude, like not appreciating them, and not recognising their efforts as well.
You have to make sure you spend time with each other. So going back to the first video that we done in this playlist, quality time, if you haven't seen that, make sure you go and look at it, link in the bio. But yeah, so yeah, thank you for watching. This is part 4 of 5 and a playlist. So make sure you look through all the videos, pick and choose what you want as a buffet, and make sure you subscribe, like, hit the notification bell.
Yes, so that you can receive our videos.
Yeah, and make sure you comment, please. Send in any questions you have.
Yeah. And we'll see you in the next video.
Okay, bye.